So yeah, let me just quickly sort out my equipment, as well as my equipment and camo. Actually, we're fine for the camo that we have. I'm assuming the game thinks that the inside of the cave is indoors, which is kind of funny, now that I think about it. Possibly going to use TNT as well. Knife in case we need to do any dirty kills. So much unnecessary stuff they give us. Motion detector's probably all I'm going to need. Fake death pill just in case. Oh, can't forget the C3. Need that equipped. We ran out of all of our food, by the way. Because, of course we would. Actually, doesn't Eva mention us not having our food? No, there's no response. She does mention it, I'm sure she does. I guess when we're next in contact with her, I'll ask. It's to do with Ocelot, basically. It's kind of a fun little conversation. M37. No. Actually, M37's in the cave, isn't it? It's in the cave where you fight the pain, I believe. I don't think I ever go in my way to get it, to be honest. I just stick to most basic equipment. In terms of MGS games, after I'm done with MGS 3, I'll be moving on to 2, since it's on the HD collection. I will play Portable Ops. I do actually have the PSP game onto my PC through emulation. We'll be able to play that at some point. It just makes more sense just to do MGS 2 since it's on the collection as well. Probably also end up doing Peace Walker as well. Not too sure which version I want to do, whether it's the PSP one, which is the original version, or the HD version. The HD version is way superior in a lot of ways.
What's wrong?
Right, the goon squad are doing drills, if I remember correctly, in this area.
On the dump.
There's one of some fire training, but looks good. Yeah, they're training.
Move.
It's kind of cool. I kind of like this sort of like little detail. At least it looks like they're doing training drills.
On the dump.
Yeah, they are.
Just my imagination. What's wrong?
There's a guy up here too. Don't know if I'm going to be able to hit him from there. Oh, I got him. He never noticed those. That's surprising. Usually they notice the first needle going out. Damn it.
The enemy. Come in, HQ.
This is HQ. What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
Right, the disguise won't work anymore, obviously, so we can't use that.
What the? I'm just seeing things.
Yeah, I'm being a bit trigger happy with the with the MK22. Oh yeah, we can get another. Yep, the sneaking uniform. Best uniform in the game, in my opinion, because it reduces damage and it's a pretty iconic look. In fact, I have a Big Boss figurine that sports this camo, or rather this outfit, I should say. It's also a bit of a precursor slash callback to, I guess, Solid Snake's suit a little bit. Looks very similar, almost.
Snake, I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the Shagahod's in here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagahod represents a grave threat to the West. We can't allow it to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagahod. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagahod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagahod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plant a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
So yeah, in other words, don't set off the alarms and make sure no fire comes over to where the C3 has been planted.
Speak.
Yep, we don't want any of the maintenance crew knowing we're here. Stand out like a sore thumb in this area, to be fair. Camouflage is like the last thing on your mind in this place, really. Though crouching does help somewhat. Too sure if the bullet hit that maintenance crew member. Hopefully it did. Okay, I got him. Yep, I got him. He's sleeping like a baby. Right, let's get ourselves the first bit of sleep. Just there. You can't mess up, really. If you try to plant it anywhere else, the game won't let you, so... there.
Snake,
Eva,
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the second charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay. I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
I'll be making sure that we stamina kill Volgin, because what he drops is actually kind of useful. Okay, there's a dude here. Two things I could do. I could either run up to him and KO him when his back's turned, or I could hit him with the tranquilizer. But the thing is, he'll notice, so I'm thinking maybe KO. Okay, he'll start moving in a minute. I'm just hoping that there's no one else nearby when I run up to him. Looks clear. Put him to sleep so his stun doesn't wear off quick. Bit of a fuel tank. I spy a maintenance crew member. There'll probably be another guardsman nearby. Maybe. Actually, no. We seem clear. Okay, that's fine. We did that without setting anything off, so that's good. I do like the symbolism behind this quick little scene here. He fashions it into a moth, or butterfly I should say. There's actually meaning behind this too, which is kind of cool.
Got you this time.
I like how they mentioned the slightest bit of shock and disrupt it just slams the plastic on top of it.
Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
Snake!
Why'd you come back?
the Sorrow standing there with his countdown timer this time. I actually like the little visual gag with the Sorrow. It's very fourth wall, but it makes sense too, you know, considering his ghost and everything, so it's one of those cheeky little things.
This woman was found snooping around my underground vault. When she was captured, look what we found on her. The Philosopher's legacy. This microfilm contains all the information regarding the legacy. You might say that this film itself is the Philosopher's legacy.
It was the smell that gave her away. No, not the perfume. It was gasoline. Motorcycle gasoline. She reeked of it.
To think that lovely Tatiana was a spy. We found this radio along with her too. Such a fine woman she was. It almost pains me to have to kill her. Yes, she was an obedient one. She was my precious little pet. Ah! Isn't that right? What was that? Do you have something to say to me?
Go to hell.
You dirty whore. I've had enough kisses from you. I should have known. Sokolov wasn't man enough to have a lover like that. Just like the KGB to send something so beautiful, yet so deadly.
What is the Philosopher's legacy?
Very well. I'll explain it before I kill you. During the last Great War, the most powerful men in America, China, and the Soviet Union had a secret pact. The pact was a blueprint for defeating the Axis powers and creating a new world order. To secure victory in the war, the three countries pooled their resources to conduct the most covert types of operations and research. The atomic bomb, rocket technology, the Cobra unit. And they amassed an enormous sum of money to fund these projects. Enough to fight the war 5 times over. That wealth is the Philosopher's legacy. After the war was won, the three countries were to divide the Philosopher's legacy amongst themselves. This explains why the United States and the Soviet Union were able to steal away the best scientific minds in Germany as soon as the war ended. But our great motherland has far surpassed its pathetic rivals. We possess enormous wealth, the most advanced technology, and overwhelming power, assets fitting of our great country. My father was one of the men in charge of managing the Philosopher's legacy. In the confusion that ensued after the war ended, he devised a series of ingenious plots to ensure that the Soviet Union would have total control over the legacy. Money was divided up, laundered through banks all over the world. Switzerland, Australia, and Hong Kong. This microfilm contains a record of all those transactions. my father's death, I learned of this secret and obtained the microfilm. With this money and the support of Brezhnev and his allies, I built this fortress of Groznygrad and Granin's research facility. But that worthless fool Granin failed to produce results. I was forced to turn to Khrushchev's dog Sokolov and his invention, the Shagohod. My position in GRU made it too troublesome to attack Sokolov's facility directly. But the spy network established by the secret pact still existed. I used it to contact the boss and suggested that she defect. The boss was conniving enough to see things my way. The world was once one, but the conflict between the philosophers has torn it in two. We will use the legacy to heal that rift and make the world whole again. To do this, we need strength, an unstoppable trump card with enough power to bring order to the world. That trump card was to be the Shagohod and the Cobra unit. I have lost the Cobras, but I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. Boss, take this someplace safe. Take good care of it.
He wouldn't have come waltzing back in here unless he had a reason. The C3's been stolen. He must be planning some sort of sabotage. I'll go see if there are any surprises waiting for us. I'll dispose of her as well. Leave everything to me. Fight like a warrior, Volgin.
But of course.
Let me face him. I've been waiting for this moment. Time to get even. No more judo, and no more field strips.
Enough of this. He's mine. You will stand right there and watch. Got it?
Please, Colonel, let me—
Silence! Huh? Sorry for the delay. Let's get started, shall we? Ah! This is a once-in-a-lifetime battle. Let's make it a good one. It's just you and me now. And I'm gonna enjoy this. Nay! You're mine, son of the boss! Here it comes! Let's see you dodge this one! Die! Look out!
That's it. Nice.
It's a fun fight with Vulcan, even if it is a little bit repetitive at times. Moving on to phase 2 of the fight now.
Shoot him! Do you hear me? I said shoot him!
Sorry, Colonel. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't?
I made a promise to the boss.
Silence! I am your commanding officer. Are you questioning my authority?
Fight like a man, Vulcan.
Vulcan?
Emergency. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Ocelot! Find those bombs!
Repeat. Explosives have been detected. All non-EOD personnel must evacuate immediately.
Move it!
Huh.
Ready for some more snake?
It's going to do a special attack now.
Time to die!
This is important for the next next bit where we're on the bike. So actually, it doesn't matter all that much, to be fair. Actually, it'll have us taking less damage. As goofy as the camo looks. Because I'm probably not really going to be shooting much on the bike.
All personnel evacuate. Repeat, all personnel evacuate.
Faster! This way! Everybody run! It's gonna blow! I'm out of here! Let's get out of here quick! Hurry! We're all gonna die! We help! Evacuate!
Hop in.
Step on it!
Don't give up! Get moving!
Eva, how did you?
The boss let me go.
The boss? Why?
I'll tell you later. Right now, we've got to get to the lake and escape.
We can't leave yet. I've still got one last job to do.
The boss is already at the lake.
Huh?
She's at the lake. She's waiting for you there.
Waiting for me?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you. I don't want you to fight her. But I've come to realize that there's a special relationship between you two. Something I can't understand. Something that goes beyond a man and a woman. I envy you. Really, I do. But I guess I just can't understand it. She asked me to tell you something. I've never seen someone with such clear eyes. There. I said it. Ready to go?
Yeah.
We failed!
Not good.
Hold on tight! Snake! Up ahead!
There they are! They're over here!
Yeah, they can't shoot us. I think I might shoot us with trying to keep my kill count pretty low. I mean, I know I've killed
Up ahead! Look up ahead!
Over there! Stop that!
you can see that before.
They're over here! They're not going anywhere!
Take him out!
What happened to this? I think I had a bit of electronic interference. It seems to have disappeared. Might have been we were far away from the street. This feels like
I can't shake him.
The RPG can't put a dent in that armor.
Let's head for the rail bridge.
Bridge. I thought you briefed it with C3.
I did. We'll lure him onto the bridge.
Blow him up along with it. Good plan.
The bridge is on the other side of the runway. We'll have to cut through the middle of the base. You ready?
Step on it. If he catches up to us, we're done for.
Okay, here we go!
Eva's like jiggle physics. I find it cute that also got to shoulder both.
Enemy sighted! Don't let them get away! There they are!
It seems fine now, I think. It's fine. It's good to those close physics on the bike. They look so bad. Back in the day, that was like next gen shit. They're like fluctuating between like 5 frames per second. Don't shoot. Yeah, they can't do it because they can. because they don't have the RPG equipped. We're going to be needing it in the next area. Also, I can get a few headshots in the shot. That's what comes close. Even though doing damage to it does good. Shoot the missiles. AK should do fine. It's inaccurate, but it should be good. Should be good for this one. Section. I could have sworn this section felt longer.
We've only got one chance. We'll lure him over towards the other side. When the Shagohod is on the bridge, shoot the explosives. The bomb is planted on the strut of the bridge. Let's go. I planted one C3 charge. The Shacklehod's not here yet. Let it come closer. It's still too early. Keep your aim steady. The Shacklehod's not here yet. Keep your aim steady. The Shacklehod's not here yet. Let it come. It's here! We did it!
Not quite.
It's over.
Look!
I'm not finished yet!
Love this battle theme, by the way. Amazing.
Eva, you take care of the driving.
Yeah?
Yeah, I trust you. On one condition, though, leave the fighting to me.
You got it. I was getting tired of running away anyway.
Eva, let's do it.
For luck.
Here goes.
Yeah, this is quite a fun boss fight. Split into two sections. Why is it going to put my RPG? The game's unequipped it. Why is that? Very peculiar. It might have been equipped during the sniper section.
Didn't feel a thing!
Oh, you have to get to the back.
Working!
I have a couple of iframes.
What have you done?
What have you done? I love hearing you say that.
Do that again!
It's kind of comedic, really. So many times you get stuck. Eva's driving. Many opportunities to kill the blind driver. Should I be as opposed to love?
Did we beat him?
No.
Get off!
What?
I'm gonna lure it back here.
You're gonna use yourself as bait? Are you insane?
I'm used to this guy. I know how to handle him. Come on, you blockhead!
So I never bothered to be was Brian I see like a similarity in terms of the face anyway. So yeah, if we damage the treads, it's stop.
I can't move!
Stop.
Why is this happening? A tread! Burning hell! I can't move! Fire!
Yeah, I've had a few instances where usually it's on attention. Sometimes I've had it happen just by accident. It's kind of what I like about this movie. Well, different things. It's a bit of a nice car. I just know the strat's way too much for this one. I didn't have to use the sneaking armor either, which is fine. At least not during this one. I will when we get off the bike though again.
Snake!
Who Who's afraid of a little thunder?
Oh, the orange. It's pretty satisfying.
Fried by a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
A fitting end.
It's satisfying.
It's finally over.
Okay. So guys, we're coming close towards the end of the game now, pretty much.
No time for this now. The escape craft is just up ahead.
It'll be MGS2 tomorrow, by the way.
Let's get going.
Take him out!
Yeah, the audio will be a bit loud during this section. It's because of the soundtrack peaking and stuff. You'll also get the, music will just be loud. It's just how it is. I don't think I can change it either because it's, HD collection. I don't think there's any audio settings you can change. In fact, let me just double check. But I'm 100% sure of it though. Yeah, this was before like audio settings in games were more of a thing. There's no option for it, sadly. You have to remember this was like the days when PS2 was, it was PS2. This is just a HD collection, which is pretty much an upscale quality. It's a damn good HD collection. Wait until we play MGS2. The audio on that is just even crazier. It's a great game though. I love MGS2. Very ahead of its time.
Over there!
Yeah, we're not shooting any of the soldiers because I'm wearing the Cold War camo. They can't shoot us if we're wearing it.
Damn it! 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 Damn it!
Yes, damn it. Yeah, you'll hear that a lot. And then they all smack into the side of the cliff like a bunch of fucking idiots. Because they were too busy admiring the Soviet flag on the front of us. Look, there it is. And the back, it's American. So if your back's turned, they'll shoot you. But if you're looking at them, they won't do shit. Interesting to use the D-pad to me. Don't worry, they're not going to shoot us. He was too busy panicking about, like... Oh, have you? Could never get into that show, to be honest.
Here comes the jump! Hold on tight! Yeah! What do you think of that? Not bad.
Oh, there's my controller right already. I best plug in the charging wire. I actually did get some batteries ordered. They came fast as soon as I ordered them, pretty much. It was in a few hours after ordering them.
Looks like they finally gave up.
Don't start celebrating yet. We're leaking fuel.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Tank shot up.
Need another damn it in there, don't we?
Crap.
Get ready to do this.
Eva!
I'm over here.
Yeah, get ready to wince. Just letting you know.
Snake. How's it look?
Pretty bad.
Not a sensitive bone in your body.
Eva,
What about you, Snake?
I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
We have to get away from here, Eva. Let's go.
Leave me.
Eva!
The boss is waiting for you. You have to go. Give me a gun.
No, we're getting out of here.
We're still far away from the lake. I'll never make it.
I can't believe this.
Uh-huh.
I never thought I'd see you act this weak.
What do you mean?
Listen to me, Eva. We're doing this together.
No, you...
Eva, I need you.
Say that one more time.
I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself.
guess I'd better help you out.
Not the wisest thing to do in a real situation, by the way. It's more practical to saw the twig off
You're lucky to have me.
and keep it in, rather than just remove it. You'll bleed out, but you won't bleed out as much.
Snake, can you hear me?
Paramedic. Thank God. Eva's been seriously hurt.
So have you.
Luckily, I think her organs are all intact, but...
Calm down, Snake.
Calm down.
You'll both be fine as long as you get the proper emergency treatment. But you're the only one who can do this. Understand? So you've got to calm down.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now let's open up the survival viewer and treat the injury. Do you have supplies with you?
I'm running kind of short.
Then by switching the survival viewer over to Eva, you can treat her wounds too. Now get to work. Oh, and Snake, I'm pretty sure you know this already, but if you don't have enough supplies for the both of you, your wounds come first.
Huh?
Do you get my meaning, Snake? You've still got a mission to complete.
Yeah. I know what I have to do.
Snake?
Like this.
We're not going to do too much of Snake's wounds. They can heal up on their own. So it's just a deep cut and a broken bone. That'll heal up in time. He is suffering from deep bleeding. Deep branch cut bleeding, okay. Just like a cut, pretty much. But deeper.
Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
We have to escort Eva through the forest now, which can be a bit arduous. It's not that bad though. It's not like babysitting Emma from from MGS2.
Here.
And believe it or not, she can actually fight.
It's different from the Mauser.
Somewhat.
When you're using a two-hand grip, you have to be careful where you put your hands or your fingers will get burned by the exhaust gas from the cylinder gap.
Right, we're changing our camo because we're going to stand out horribly. I'm not answering the call. It's literally them just telling us how to get her to follow us. We have to feed her as well when her stamina gets low. Remember, I'm going for low kills, so... Yeah, black. Black, camo. We're using the sneaking camo because it's a little, better. Plus, you take reduced damage, so... handy if I'm in a fight. Come on, then, Eva. This is where the game might slow down a little bit because escorting her. You can put her to sleep and drag her, but like, I don't know. I've done it way too many times. I'd rather just have her walk with us. Plus, I've never done it this way before. I always did the sleep and drag technique, which is alright, but yeah, I just want a change of pace, I suppose. Sounds like something from Tetris, to be honest. So yeah, they're gonna come from the back here.
I see him.
My aim is atrocious. You know what? Screw it. I'll just run it. Stun him that way. But they don't wake up when they're stunned, which is fine.
There's something up there.
Come on. She needs to walk a bit further with me. Oh, nice shot.
Leave this to me.
Yeah, Eva can take care of herself somewhat. She can shoot at least one enemy, but any more than one.
He's over there. I see him.
God damn it, Eva. Didn't mean to knock you out like that. I'll wake her up in a moment. stay here a minute.
Somebody there.
Okay, that's him dealt with. Go shoot snap. She's awake now.
Who's that? I see him.
Right, we need to feed Eva. You can have the glow cap. Get to hear Eva eating noises. She can have the Siberian camp to finish off. Just eating mushrooms.
This tastes like crap.
What'd you expect? It's a Siberian camp.
Yuck.
Just giving Eva awful food.
What did you give me?
Russian ration. Come on, let's do this.
Watch out. Got company.
Oh my god, are they that stupid? They're literally, they don't even realize Eva's there.
Is somebody there? What's wrong? Who's that? I see him.
That's see me now. Come on, Eva.
I think I saw something.
Come on, Eva, come this way.
Guess I'm seeing things.
There we go. Yeah, I know, right? Like, Eva was right next to them, and they were like, oh, we don't see anything here. It's kind of comedic. I've never really escorted Eva in the woods before, really. I always kind of knock her out and drag her, really. Or at least use a sleeping dart. The intended way is to have her walk with you and just feed her and whatnot, but most people do the drag method. I may as well just try and do it the intended way. It's a little bit more fun that way, I suppose.
We've got hostiles.
Who's that? The enemy is close by. Who's that?
She really freaking out over the snake. Come on. She's legit freaking out over it. There. No, it can't bother you no more. That's interesting. So she doesn't like, she actually does fear snakes. Makes sense now why she said she didn't like them in the cave. She said she didn't like them for dinner, but I didn't realise that was alluding to her not liking them, if you know what I mean. The question is, which route do I want to go? Is she keeping up? Another snake.
What's that?
Okay, there we go. Snake's done. You can follow me now. Another mushroom. Soldiers. Another one over here. Bingo. Now, where'd you go, Eva?
Snake.
Come on. It takes forever.
So tired.
Right, time for more food. More Siberian ink caps on the menu, Eva.
I'm gonna puke. Yeah, I've lost my appetite.
There we go. She's actually starting to kind of like them now, sort of. Her taste has changed a bit.
Oh,
It's slight, but, you know, it's not tasty. Food can become tolerable in the end. It's kind of funny. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Take care of the snake before she freaks out. Yeah, there we go, more MK22 bullets. Alright, the next area is over here, I believe. People are going to be like, you're giving Eva horrible food. I'm like, yeah, we're in the jungle. There's not a lot you can really eat that's good anyway. Apart from snakes.
yuck.
There we go. We've made it.
Come on, Snake.
I could have sworn it was 3 sections, not 2 sections in the jungle.
We made it.
We made it.
Over there. It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
I had cheese and ham Marmite toasters. I use the corn ham usually. Are you ready for the epic battle, by the way? The ending fight right here.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful? It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole.
How about you, man?
But with the end of the Second World
Hopefully
War,
not the pineapple and
philosophers
gum
began
pizza.
to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes.
Yep. Tomorrow's friend is
Ridiculous,
tomorrow's
isn't
enemy.
it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today, just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms.
Yup.
The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. we're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others. We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data, so they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence.
That's rough.
I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the Philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the Philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers. Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty.
Let's go.
Face me.
Such a great fight.
Let's see what you're made of.
We'll stealth kill her. Stealth kill her, what am I on about? I will
Move
stamina
or
kill
you're
her
dead.
is what I mean.
Nice shot.
Yeah, shield.
All these ways need to show for it.
What do we have? Bone fracture.
He's gone. Found you. Here I come.
Yeah, my timing with the buttons is terrible.
You better run. Time to play rough. All these years I'm going to show for it.
Get a slight kick on her. Broken bone again. Actually, what face paint helps here? France, apparently, or Japan, which is kind of funny. Damn it, she figured out I was there.
There you are.
Countered.
Excellent, Jack.
You get 2 shots on her when you're down her. Gunshot. Dig the bullet out. We're not going to need a ration yet. The camera can be a bit of a pain in this fight, in my opinion.
Here I come. Is that all? Heads up, Snake.
Counted.
You're better than I remember.
Yeah, it's 2 shots only.
You've gotten stronger. Here I come.
Nope. Today. Just slaps her in the back.
Time to play rough.
Ooh, she
All
actually.
these years
Actually
I've
didn't,
nothing to show for it. You better run.
She's got. What do we have? Gunshots. Just a few broken bones as well.
Brace
Yeah,
yourself.
I did see it. Stop it. Damn it, I didn't. Hey, there we go. I hit her while running. That kind of counts.
Get ready.
Oh, here she goes. Nope. Not today.
Your skills have improved.
I can't even remember if you get anything for stamina killing her. Is she gonna yell at me yet? Nope.
Brace yourself.
Oh, there we go. You get the snake uniform. In fact, I'm gonna put that on for the cutscene. I think it'd be very fitting. Yeah, it's just snake camo pattern. Fried banana bubble, gum pizza. I thought it was pineapple. I don't know why I thought that. We're not gonna have any face paint on. We're gonna stay with this cutscene, with all of this in the cutscene now. I do like the snake camo uniform. Absolutely love the boss with her hair down, by the way. I go ooh when I see her like that.
Take this. Keep it safe. It's our only hope.
Patriot. Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake. You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
I didn't press the button, by the way. I usually let the game do it. Doesn't feel right with me doing it.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay? Snake?
Yeah.
I told you you could trust me.
You're not done yet.
Too heavy!
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Not good!
There's no height. That's fantastic. I actually forgot about that small detail.
I picked up a few new moves. Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it.
Eva!
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
John.
Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
So yeah, we have to pick a revolver. Doesn't really matter what you do here, but I think it's the left one, I can't recall. I'm just gonna go with the left. I want to hear him say pick one. Hold on.
Pick one up already.
There we go. I like how we've still got wounds in the previous fight, by the way. Nice detail. I mean, everything about this game is great detail, really. Yep, I chose for the miss.
Looks like my luck has finally changed. Till we meet again, John.
In case you're wondering what happens if you shoot him, it's a blank. It doesn't really matter, it's a blank bullet.
We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
Oh no, Miggs! There's no way out! What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Bulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Bulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
Right, we can save. Literally done. We get to watch the ending now. Wee wees and woo woos. Now we get to sip some wine and have some fun.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal? I don't take orders from anyone now.
Open your heart and smile for me. You're not the only one afraid to fall in love. Dance with me again and wipe this away.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, Snake. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA.
I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ, 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgin was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The 2 NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgin, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgin couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live. Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You're freaking out, McCord. Oh man. This sequence is pretty awesome, to be fair. Always loved the ending from Just
You
Right.
are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the Philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the Philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. And she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her.
I think there's going to needs to be a game starring Solidus. I kind of agree with that. I don't know how they go about it though. I'm still on the fence about Death Stranding. I'm not sure if I want to play it, to be honest. Might get it when it's on sale, but
Yes, Grozny
just
Grad
down in
and the
my heart, I
Granian
just know
research
it's for
facility
Metal
have
Gear.
both been wiped out without a trace.
Oh yeah, the Ocelot conversation.
I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The Philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the Philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Groznygrad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Yeah, you should be careful cracking your neck. Necks are not supposed to crack. So we played on easy, naturally. Playtime was about 8 hours, save 8 times. I didn't continue once, so I didn't die. Alert 25 times. 3 people killed. Seriously injured 15 people. Total damage 4 life bars in total. I didn't use any life medicine. I got plenty of plants and animals captured. 9 meals. And I didn't use a special item once, so I got the code name Flying Squirrel, which is a pretty apt name. I guess people would see a flying squirrel because they jump around a lot. I've never heard of any flying squirrels killing people, accidentally maybe, but... Dragon Josh. New item. We've got the Patriots to use on this save file. Camera, which is the standard thing. Green face paint, which is cool, I guess. Got a tuxedo. A tuxedo's fun. I think you can use your weapons and stuff, but you can't use CQC. So, yeah, it's only weapons only you can use. DPM and OS Desert Camo. Extra camouflages from Subsistence Edition, because the version that is on HD Collection is Subsistence. The only thing that isn't on here is the multiplayer, because the multiplayer for Subsistence was rather short-lived. I actually never got to play the multiplayer for Subsistence, but I heard a lot of good things about it. The only multiplayer I ever played for Metal Gear was Portable Ops. I played Portable Ops and Portable Ops Plus matches, usually, and they were quite fun. A lot of people would say that Ops was very similar to Subsistence's online somewhat. to an extent. But it was fun. I used to enjoy going on the servers and just having fun, like little matches with people. Kinda wish it was still around, to be honest. I don't know if there's a way to get PSP to work with it, or the PSP emulator to work with online matchmaking. I've never really looked at it. I'll have to look into it, but I've got a feeling that portable ops is probably not really a thing these days for the online. Right, we can save now. Save again, and the game will say clear when we load up another time. And that's pretty much my playthrough of MGS3 done, really. There's nothing else to really do. There's a few little extras like snake tails and stuff, but I'm not too big on that, really. It's basically Ape Escape with Snake. I mean, I might, if I'm going to cover it, I'll probably end up doing a recording for it on YouTube if I can be bothered. It depends, really. I don't have many good memories of it, to be honest. It was just, you run around and capture the apes with the gun. Actually, Snake Tail's even in here. Oh yeah, old Metal Gear. I forgot about this. This is old Metal Gear, when it was 2D. I'm not playing this, by the way. I accidentally opened this up. But this was Metal Gear when it was 2D. It's as bad as I remember it. Let me just exit out. And for some reason they include Metal Gear 2 as well on here. I think Snake Tails has been omitted. Let me have a quick look. I could have sworn it was on here. Here we go. No, that's not it. Oh, what's it called? It's like the thing where you collect the monkeys. Snake v Monkey, that's what it's called. Is it even in the HD collection, or did they get rid of it? Right, the minigame was absent in the Essential Collection due to the omission of Subsistence second disc, and it was later omitted from the multi-platform version of HD and Snake. They got rid of it then. It was a fun little mode. You went around capturing the little monkeys with the tranquilizer gun. It was all right. It was quite fun for what it was. But it looks like it's not in this version, which is unfortunate. If I really wanted to play it, I'd have to somehow get a PS2 copy and stream that somehow, but that's not going to be done. So yeah, there's literally not much else for me to do on here. I think there's a boss battle mode as well that you unlock, but I think you have to play the game on a harder difficulty to get that unlocked, and I just can't be arsed with it, as it were. Rightio, that's pretty much going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching and enjoying my run through of Metal Gear Solid 3. I'll be seeing you in the next stream when I do another Metal Gear game, and the next one we'll be heading on to will be Metal Gear Solid 2, since it's on the HD collection, so it makes sense for me to just do that one too. I'll more than likely be doing that on easy as well, because I just want to play for story and for funsies. Right, that's going to be it. I'll catch you in the next stream. Ciao for now.